Whew. Lord have mercy. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bucos Locker, coming to you again. Subscribe, like, comment, share all new videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Shouts out to all the powers and sea vendors. Thank you for supporting this channel. Well, whether you like me or you don't, it's cool. It's all love. We on the same ship. I'm gonna let everybody get in here. Yeah, been a while. Life happens. But let everybody come on in here and get theyself together. So what are we doing here? What are we doing? Come on in. We got a lot to talk about. Because you know what tomorrow is, right? Tomorrow is game time. Arizona Cardinals in the building. I don't know when he got in here, but Rip, what's up, man? Young Deezy. What the business says, word on the street. Jeezy ought to handle his. It's been about 2 weeks almost, a week and a half, too. We getting there. I know. I look. I said it. I knew this was gonna happen. I'm not surprised at all. Not one bit. I'm not surprised at all. Got cooked. It was like amateur night, for real. That game plan was terrible. Ryan Garcia's game plan was terrible. I don't know how you gonna pressure a fighter that is very accurate and short at the same time. So he basically played right into Tank's hand. The second round knockdown, not surprised. Jonathan, what's up, man? Mr. Everything Bucks, Dada Saints #1. What's good, man? A long time no speak. Come on in. We got a lot to talk about. We got the draft, tomorrow. So we gotta do the mock draft 3.0, and we're gonna do some draft talk too. We're gonna do the draft talk first. I know I missed a lot after the O-line talk. I didn't talk nothing about the edge rushers or the D-line, but we're gonna talk about that. Before we do the mock draft, before I even do the mock draft, we're gonna talk about every other position, all in one show. So stay tuned. We're gonna have some fun. I might open the locker room up since I ain't seen y'all in a while. We'll see, depending on the flow, how fast I can get through the draft talk. But we're gonna have some fun today. Gotta have some fun the day before the draft. So we're gonna see how this flow. What's up, Zach? Corey Richardson, what's up, man? Brent, what's up, man? But yeah, yes. A lot of rumors going around, things going around in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna dive all into all that. So whatever questions you have should be answered in this episode of Bucos Locker. Draft Talk, mock draft 3.0, the very last mock draft before the actual draft. Now, tomorrow, hopefully y'all got y'all water or whatever y'all drinking on and y'all food, because y'all know me. I'm going to have my nachos. I'm going to have my draft day nachos. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be extra cheesy. Jalapenos, some tomatoes, the pico de gallo, whatever, dressing, maybe some avocado, some dip, maybe some shrimp. I might do shrimp nachos. You know what I'm saying? Shrimp nachos. So, we gonna get there. We got a lot of folks jumping in already. Jay, what's up, JR Dot? Long time exclusive Garvey, man. What's up? Brent, I see you. But yeah, that Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, man, that dude is so far levels above Ryan Garcia. Levels. Another level. A whole nother level. Like Ryan Garcia was like, it looked like the fight was, when I was watching that fight, it looked like Ryan Garcia, this was his first time at the high level. Like, not gonna say it like that. It was like, I know Ryan Garcia got like 25 plus fights, but it just seemed like he was just getting into the ranks, and they threw him in there with a guy that got way more experience, has fought better guys, And Ryan Garcia was a fish in the water out there trying to fight Tank. Yeah, I gave Ryan Garcia the first round because Tank didn't really do nothing. Tank is a slow starter. He's very accurate. He's very methodical with his punches. But that second round knockdown, but leading up to that knockdown, Ryan Garcia was putting pressure on him and working him and all that stuff like that. So I would have gave the second round to Ryan Garcia if he didn't get knocked down. But he got knocked down. How you gonna pressure a guy like Tank? And then he don't have no footwork. Poor defense. All the bad habits showed up that fight. All the bad habits. That game plan that Goosen, his coach, is his trainer, the game plan that Team Garcia had to go against Tank was terrible. Terrible. You 5'10". Why are you chasing a 5'5" dude around? You gotta make him come to you. You got the reach. You got the height, you got the reach, and you chasing a dude, trying to bully him. Like Tank some regular fighter, like he's some below average fighter. You can't. Tank is not Luke Campbell. He's not Fortuna. What you mean? What kind of game plan was that? So the knockdown didn't surprise me. And then from rounds 2, 3, 4, 5, and even 6, it just seemed like Ryan Garcia was scared to engage. And then when he got his confidence back, his nose is being bloody. When he got his confidence back, he started pressuring him again. What are you doing? Now, Tank was up on the cards at the time of the stoppage. The body shot, how you going to give up your reach? He pressuring Tank and missed with the left hook. That's all he had. Missed with the left hook. Tank went up under the left hook as expected. Looking right at his torso, looking right at his core. Boom. And it happened so fast, the body shot was so perfectly placed. Right at the ribs, delayed reaction, body shut down, 3, 2, 1, 0, body shut down. Took a knee, tried to get up, couldn't do it. And then at the end of the fight, when you listen to the post-fight interview, Tank was not worried at all. Wasn't even really marked up at all. Ryan Garcia was missing a lot. But you look at Ryan Garcia, nose is being bloodied. I mean, see, this is the thing about boxing. What I don't understand about boxing in today's boxing versus the 80s, the 70s, 80s, 90s, the golden era of boxing. Today's boxing, there's too many clauses involved, rehydration clauses and ring clause and all this stuff. Just beat the man. And look, I get it. Tank was a way better fighter, but he did not need no rehydration clause to beat Ryan Garcia. He didn't really need that. I don't even know how he asked for that. Second day weigh-in. What do you need that for, Tank? You're clearly the better fighter. I don't understand why he needed a rehydration clause to beat Ryan Garcia. You fought Mario Barrios at 140, who's bigger than Ryan Garcia. I don't get that part. Now, is it the end for Ryan Garcia? No. But he better stay away from fighters like Regis Prograis, Sabriel Martis. He's not going to beat Haney. He's not going to beat Shakur Stevenson. He'll probably beat Lomachenko. He'll beat Linares. He'll beat Cambosos. He'll beat guys. Like, I don't think he'll beat Isaac Cruz. I don't think he could beat Cruz. Because Cruz is even shorter than Tank and fights a little bit more harder. Isaac Cruz fights on the front foot and he got a chin. Even Bernard Hopkins said going up to 140, because that's what Ryan Garcia said he's going to 140. Even Bernard Hopkins, the great Bernard Hopkins, Hall of Fame boxer, said he needs to change his fighting style. See, what Ryan Garcia thought, what worked against Fortuna and Luke Campbell, is not going to work against Haney, Stevenson, Isaac Cruz. It's not going to work against those guys. It's not going to work at 140. He's going to get KO'd at 140. Who he going to beat at 140 at the top? And on top of that, he's with Golden Boy. So you know how the cross the street talk go with these promotional companies. who is actually ruining it. You're ruining boxing. All these promoters are ruining boxing because you can't make big fights. So Ryan Garcia finna take his belt at the 140 against guys that punch harder than Tank. Bigger guys. Ryan Garcia, man, I see a couple more losses in his career. He's going to have to go the Canelo route. And what I mean by that is he's going to have to fight a bunch of UK guys. I'm just saying. Because he ain't beating the top Cubans, Puerto Ricans, African-American fighters. He's not beating those guys. Tank? You think Tank a problem? Yes, Tank is a problem. Tank is really good. But Ryan Garcia going to end up at 147. Maybe 154 because look at his frame. So 140 and 147 fighters hit harder and a lot bigger than Tank. If you couldn't handle Tank, you damn sure ain't finna handle guys at 140 and 147. You're gonna get cooked. You're gonna get cooked. Anyway, Ryan Garcia, man, you are nowhere near elite. You sell a lot of tickets. And I think the report said that fight sold about 1.2 million, 1.3 million pay-per-view buys. Now, look, I've seen Tank pay-per-view buys, or I've read on Tank's pay-per-view buys without Ryan Garcia. Extremely low, about 225,000 K. So out of them 1.2 million buys, a lot of them were Ryan Garcia people. Tank is not a big pay-per-view guy. He don't sell a lot of tickets by himself. He don't. But it takes two to tango. When you got two fighters that can sell a fight, a lot of pay-per-view buys. But Tank by himself does not even do nowhere near 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. At best, 250. So Ryan Garcia did bring a lot of his fan base because he's got a big following. So he's pretty boy. But all that stuff don't work against fighters like Tank, man. He's not going to be Haney. He's not going to be Stevenson. Not beating those guys. And at 140, he ain't beating the top guys at 140. I see a lot of losses in Ryan Garcia's career, and he better stick to those UK fighters. The same thing Canelo doing, because Canelo's the same way. You put Canelo in there, against top guys like Bivol, Andrade, Charlo, Benavidez, David Morrell. He ain't fighting those guys. He's going to continue to fight UK fighters. They're easier to beat. I don't know what it is about UK boxing, but it is nowhere near American boxing, Cuban boxing, or Mexican boxing. UK boxing training program is terrible because every time they get in a big fight against a African American, a Mexican, or Cuban, or Puerto Rican, they lose. They lose every time. Every time a UK fighter go against an elite fighter in another ethnicity or another race, they lose. That's why Canelo keeps fighting UK guys. He went against an Eastern European, cherry pick gone wrong. He tried to fight Dimitri Bivol. It is a bad matchup for Canelo. Dimitri Bivol, fighters like Dimitri Bivol, bad matchup for Canelo. Too technical, too strong, too good of a boxer. UK boxing is terrible. I hate to say this. I don't want to talk about boxing. Let me get back to this football stuff because I can do boxing all day. All I'm saying is when it comes to Ryan Garcia, go fight UK fighters. Get your confidence up. Go fight those UK fighters, guys that you know you can beat. There is no question Ryan Garcia could beat every UK fighter at 135 and 140. But he ain't beating no African American, Mexican, Cuban, or Puerto Rican fighter. Period. I'm just saying. Anyway, so let's get down to it. Inexperienced. He got about 27 fights, but he's inexperienced. I'm just saying. We got some more shout outs here. We got Roy in the building, Mom for Christ. You got You Wish in the building. Kim and Son, Joseph, what's up? Now we at the 15-minute mark. So anybody come in now is late. So let's get down to it. I didn't get a chance to talk about some of the so the latest news. Devin White, he's not getting traded, folks, as I expected. Not surprised at all. I mean, come on. He's not going anywhere. So let's talk some prospects. I didn't get a chance to talk about some of these guys, but I am going to do it now. So let's get down to the D linemen. I looked at a couple of these guys already, so I do want to bring up a couple of guys. Hey, this is 2024? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I do want to bring up a couple guys here. Guys that the Bucs can possibly get. So I looked at Miles Murphy. I looked at Brian Breezy, Lucas Van Ness. My goodness, everything want to come now. Anyway, Will McDonald, BJ Ojolari, Keon White, Isaiah Fuske. But I'm specifically focused on the first round and the guys that will be available in the first round, around about 19, that I believe that will be available, sitting there at 19. Now, I told y'all the Bucs should go tackle. I'm sticking with that. They need to go tackle. Period. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. They need to go tackle. Now, D lineman is a possibility. Is that my alarm going on? But D lineman is a possibility. But that's annoying. Let me be right back. All these alarms going off. So, James Rue, what's up, man? So, D lineman is a possibility at 29. I will say this: the Bucs got to do this right. I say you go tackle, but if the possibility, fire the cannons, what's up? If there's a possibility for a D lineman to be picked at 19, here's a couple guys. Miles Murphy, big tall guy, 6'5", about 270. But it seems like I see the upside, but I see a Cleveland Farrell. Remember the guy that the Raiders drafted from Clemson? I see the same thing. I didn't see a lot of moves from him. Like, he wasn't dominant, but he has the potential to be dominant, right? But I don't know about that. The Bucs are not going to get Will Anderson. They're not even high enough to get a guy like that. Tyree Wilson, they're not getting that guy. I like Tyree Wilson too. I watched the tape on him. Nolan Smith, I don't think he's gonna be there at 19, but he might be. But I don't know. The tape on Nolan Smith. I took some notes on him too. Him and Miles Murphy, because at 19, I think they might be sitting there. And we'll talk about that too. You wish we'll talk about that. The rumors about the Will Levis at 19 and the Herndon Hooker. And look, man, we're gonna get to that. So all your questions you have that about these rumors that the Bucs possibly drafting a quarterback, we'll address that today. But Nolan Smith, I know there's a lot of talk about him. 6'2", about 240. So that's kind of like the Shaq Barrett size. But he's a lot faster than Shaq Barrett, a lot more athletic. He's very quick, twitchy, fast. His eyes is always on the ball. The tape don't lie, right? But the problem is a couple of things I noticed. His run defense, I don't know, going against NFL tackles and guards. I don't know how he's going to hold up against the run on the edge, because he's an edge guy. He's kind of like that Micah Parsons type guy. So you can kind of line him in the edge, on top of the center. He can even play linebacker. If the Bucs wanted to get a little versatile with the linebacker situation, with the Devin White situation up in the air, you can draft Nolan Smith at 19, hypothetically speaking, option, right? And now you have a linebacker that you can move around the ball. You can move on the left side, the right side. up the middle. You can play him off ball. He has that type of athleticism. So the comparison is Micah Parsons as far as the measurements, right? The speed, pretty close, right? Micah Parsons super fast, right? And I think Micah Parsons is a little bit bigger, a little more stronger, but in that same ballpark, you can put him on the edge. And the thing about Micah Parsons is he can play off ball. I don't know if Nolan Smith can play off ball. You know what I'm saying? His run defense, he's kind of small for his size, but I get it. His coverage, if he plays in a 3-4, clearly he's gonna play 3-4. He can't play in a 4-3. Can't put his hand in the dirt because he's not gonna be a hold up. So he's a 3-4 hybrid linebacker, right? So can he cover? And if you look at the tape, he bull rushes a lot. And that ain't gonna work in the NFL. You're going against grown right tackles and grown left tackles. And think about Nolan Smith is, do you rush him at the left tackle side or the right tackle? Or his left, which is the right tackle? Because in college, he just bull rushed. That ain't gonna work in the NFL. And even his pass rushing moves, I didn't see a lot of that. So there's some questions about Nolan Smith, but I see the potential. And would it be crazy if he's there at 19 and we don't pick him, we pick a tackle, and boom, he turns out to be some type of beast mode pass rusher? I'm like, but that's high insight, right? Neither here or there. Flexibility. He has a high ceiling. He's mean. He's mean. He got good football discipline, though. I will say that. But you got to be careful with guys like Nolan Smith because 6'2", about 240. He ran a 4.39. It's almost like he's like a safety. You know what I'm saying? Like 6'2", 239, 240-ish. It's like he's faster than Devin White. Same size. Pretty much. Devin White is about 6'2", about 240, 245-ish. Faster. So the Bucs can make their linebacker situation a lot more dynamic, adding Nolan Smith to Joe Tryon, to Logan Hall, to Vita, to Anthony Nelson, to Deidre Sinat, Levante David, Shaq Barrett. So their front seven with Nolan Smith does look better, but I don't think at 19 that is the high priority at 19. I think you can get that in the second round. Now, the other guy I want to talk about is Myles Murphy and Lucas Van Ness. These guys are first round material. They might be there at 19, but I like the thing about Lucas Van Ness, late bloomer, but I think he's gonna be one of those guys, 6'5", about 280. I think he's gonna be solid. Tyree Wilson, I like his tape. 6'6", he long, 35-inch arms, super, super long. I'm not a big fan of Myles Murphy after watching tape with him. Now, the second round is where I think the Bucs should attack the defensive line, edge particularly, right? B.J. Ojulari, Will McDonald might go late first, but he might be available in the second. Keon White, you know what I'm saying? Isaiah Fusque, these are guys that I watched tape on. And that guy, Adewari from Northwestern, you can play him up and down the line too. But can he play 5 technique? Because he's 6'2", about 280, 290. So he got like that. He's like a bigger version of Aaron Donald, but faster. If that makes Adewari. Whatever his name is, from Northwestern, right? Number 99, number 49, number 99 at Northwestern. So I watched tape on him too. Aaron Donald's about 6 foot, 6'1". He's a little taller, bigger, and a lot faster. Extremely high athlete. And he gets after it too. You could put him on the D-line at the 5 technique. You could put him over the center because he's strong. He can hold up against the run. But he's better suited as a 3 technique in a 4-3. But you can play him up and down the line because he played multiple positions. So he offers scheme versatility. And the thing about it is, I told y'all, the more positions you can play, the better it is for you to get, the higher you go as a draft prospect, right? But I like him. And then the guy from Felix Anaduke from Kansas State. I think he'll be there in the second round at 50. It's up to the Bucs. So there are some guys available in the second round that the Bucs can pop. Derek Hall, there's another one. I like him too. So there's a lot of depth at the edge. And we already know what Todd Bowles said. They need help at the edge. They need more sacks. And that's nothing against Joe Tryon, but if you can get a guy in the second round, Andre Carter, or Drew Sanders, because remember now, Drew Sanders can play linebacker and edge. He got that TJ Watt feel, right? And if he's there at 50, Devin White situation and the scheme versatility with Drew Sanders, do you take Drew Sanders? So you basically strengthen your linebacker room and you added another pass rusher on third downs. He offers scheme versatility. You also got Byron Young, Tennessee guy. I like him too. I saw some tape on him. Zach Harris. That's a good fit too. There's some guys in the later rounds that the Bucs can possibly get, like a KJ Henry, a Byron Young from I watched the Senior Bowl tape. So I watched a lot of tape on the Senior Bowl. Yaya Dobby, Mike Morris. Go watch the Senior Bowl tape, folks. These guys gonna be pretty solid. It might not be a lot of superstars, but some of these guys gonna end up being pretty good. They're gonna be better than some of the guys drafted in the first and second round. There's a lot of depth here on the edge. Carl Brooks, I like his tape at the Senior Bowl. Moro Ojimo from the Texas D lineman, he did pretty good. Brenton Cox Jr., little versatility there on the edge. Jalen Redmond, I like his Senior Bowl tape. Nick Hampton wasn't so bad, was small. The guy from Isaiah Land, long, wiry guy. Saw him at the Senior Bowl. Well, not saw him, but watched some Senior Bowl tape on him. Robert Beal Jr., solid, right? Let me see who else I saw. Ali Gale, solid guy, big guy too, tall guy. So these are all the guys I saw tape on at the Senior Bowl. Who else I saw tape on? Let me see. I think that's about it. So all the guys I named, the Bucs can get between second round all the way into the fifth round. So there's a lot of depth. That this is what I was telling y'all. The Bucs should be able to come out of the draft with a couple guys in the trenches. What I mean by the trenches, that means edge and D line. Don't be surprised if the Bucs come out of this draft with 3. I mean, like, one in the second round, maybe one in the 5th, and then one in the 6th. Because there's a lot there. There's a lot of value there on the D-line edge. It's up to the Bucs on what they want to do. But this is just my opinion. After watching a lot of tape, Senior Bowl tape, and some of these tapes, all the guys I named, I actually watched them play, watched some tape. Dante Steele, saw him at the Senior Bowl. He was a solid. He showed up a little bit. I'm looking at the list here. Who else I saw at the Senior Bowl or watched at the Senior Bowl? Tyus Leo. I seen his Tyus Leo. His name popped up a few times on a couple of conversations. But I think there's going to be some guys that don't get drafted in the first or second round that's going to get drafted in the third, fourth, and fifth round that are going to end up being solid players or possibly really, really good because of question marks. The reason why some of those players are going to go in the third, fourth, fifth round, and even the sixth round, that's how deep this draft is in the trenches. Once again, what I mean by the trenches, edge and D-line. D-lineman means nose tackle, D tackle, defensive end, 3 technique, 5 technique, 1 tech, 0 tech, edge rusher. We're talking about everything. So don't be surprised we see some guys get drafted after the top guys that be better than the top guys. We've seen this happen multiple times, but you do want to get the elite guys. This is why people was arguing about the Bucs at 19. Should they draft a Will McDonald? or Nolan Smith or Lucas Van Ness, Miles Murphy. These are guys at the top, or Keon White in the second round, or Adewale, or Isaiah Fuske. I like Isaiah Fuske. I saw him in the Senior Bowl. He was one of my guys I even looked at like, man, this dude, he gonna be all right. 6'5", 270. I'm just saying. Yeah, exactly. A store stop Stu. Yeah, Adewale, man, that Northwestern guy, he was just on a terrible team. But he stood out, though. That's what you're supposed to do. When you're really good, it don't even matter what type of team you on. You just good. He's strong against the run, and he can kind of rush the passer, too. And he can rush from multiple positions. See, here's the thing about it. The NFL is a passing league, so on third downs or second and longs, you want guys that can get to the quarterback, and that's one of the problems that the Bucs had. What up, Ray P? Jeffrey McGee on the fifth McGee. I see you, man. Big Buck, what up, man? Long time no talk. But the thing about one of the biggest problems that the Bucs had, and we saw this last year. I can pull up the tape. If you don't believe me, hashtag, what did your eyes tell you? When you watched the tape last year, what did you see? What did you see on third downs? Third and 8s, third and 9s, third and 10s, third and 12s. First down. As good as the Bucs defense was overall, key moments they did was terrible. It was terrible in key spots of the games. Here's the thing about it. When you look at the totality of the game, you be like, oh, the Bucs defense, they top 8 in pass defense, and then they middle of the pack against the run, which equivalates to a top 10 defense total, right? But when you go back and look at the tape, and once again, I can call these games out because we literally saw the games. Chiefs, Steelers, Panthers, Browns, Rams, 49ers, Bengals in the second half. We literally saw the games. First down, like, what the heck? What the heck? What is going on with the pass rush? Just couldn't get to the pass rusher. And go back and look at those games. The Ravens game. Go back and look at those games. In the Ravens game was a little different because they ran the ball most of this. I think they threw the ball 7 times in the second half. So what does that tell you about the Bucs run defense? Terrible. They ain't got no mean guys up front. Too many cool guys. The Bucs got too many cool guys. Like, you need some Jeffrey. I keep saying this. The Bucs needed Jeffrey Simmons on that D line. No offense to Vita. No offense against Vita. I mean, he's cool. I'm just saying. We need Jeffrey Simmons, or Quentin Williams, or Leonard Williams, or Dexter Lawrence, or Christian Wilkins. We need that type of guys on the D line. Because I hate to say this, you don't want to believe it, but watch the tape. Don't listen to me. Go watch the tape. The D line was terrible. Oh, but the Bucs defense top 10. Where? Now on the D line, when you start breaking down the Bucs defense, that D line is nowhere near top 10. At best, they probably between 18 and 22. At best. Average at best. Average is what? 16? 32 teams. The average is 16. 500, right? Average at best. So it's 16th at best. I can't put the Bucs D-line higher than 16 at all. I can't even make an argument over 16. Where are you going to put the Bucs D-line at? What I mean by D-line is edge rusher and D-lineman. Where are you going to put them at? You can't put them past 16 because you saw the tape. Ravens game in the second half. Couldn't stop the run. The Chiefs game. The Chiefs literally toyed with them. Did the Bucs even sack Patrick Mahomes? Did you know I can see you? The Panthers game. Steelers game. The Browns game. The 49ers game. The Bengals game in the second half. 7 games. The D-line was terrible. Terrible. Third and 8. First down. Like, what the? So look, our D linemen are cool. The reason why I keep bringing up a Jeffrey Simmons type attitude guy, because we need that on the team. Who on our defensive lineman, edge rusher, who has the mean streak? Where, when you look at our trenches, period, O-line and D-line, who scares, who is it, anybody scared outside of Tristan Wirfs? Is anybody scared of anybody in the trenches, O-line, D-line, outside of Tristan Wirfs? Let's be real. One of the biggest reasons why the Bucs went 8-9 in the regular season, or 8-10 overall, is the trenches on both sides of the ball. Bottom 10. I hate to say it, folks. Y'all don't want to believe me, but I'll say bottom 12, 13-ish. So that's between, well, not about, I will say bottom 14, between 18 and 32. Why can't we get a guy like Jeffrey Simmons? I keep bringing his name because that's the same guy in training camp against the joint practice had the Bucs O-line looking like boo-boo, talking noise to him, talking mad noise. We need a guy like that that's going to come in and be like, I ain't taking no mess. And on the O-line side, you all see the O-line outside of Tristan Wirfs. Even with Tristan Wirfs, the Bucs O-line is bottom 18. No, I'm saying no, bottom 16. That's with an all-pro right tackle. The Bucs O-line at this point, you can't even put him over 16. You can't put the Bucs O-line and D-line over 16 in the rankings. Think about that for a second. You can't make an argument for the Bucs D-line and O-line to be ranked above 16. Where is the case? This is why it doesn't really matter to some of us that the Bucs got to go trenches. It don't matter what side of the ball, but I prefer the Bucs to go O-line. And they need sacks. And they got to stop the run because their run defense is leaky. And they ain't talking about bringing back Hakeem Hicks. No. Go get 3 guys in this draft to reload that D-line. And every year after this, you keep drafting D linemen. You won't have this problem. If they stop drafting receivers and tight ends and punters. Stop it. No more of that crap. For the next several years, you keep going after D linemen and O linemen until you get it right, until you become a factory. And I said this, these next 2 drafts got to be heavily invested O-line, D-line. If they don't do it, it's going to be terrible for the Bucs if they don't get this right. This is why I never understood why teams keep going against the grain when it comes to the trenches. The Bucs are not the only team that does this. Some teams just don't get it. Keep drafting O-line and D-linemen. If you have any questions on either side of the ball, you draft. You keep doing. I don't care what round. There's 7 rounds. Some teams got 7, 8, 9, 10 picks. You keep drafting. Look, I've been an advocate for the Bucs trenches for several years. Y'all see me on this channel. Just keep beating the drum. When are the Bucs going to get it through their thick freaking heads? Jason Light and his freaking minions, get it through your freaking skulls, man. Y'all seen that D-line and that O-line last year. Not good enough to compete. Even this year, you won't be good enough to compete. But at least if you keep drafting, you develop these guys, and you draft some more next year, now you're cooking with something. You never can have enough pass rushers. Never. You want to be able to. Here's your starters. This is without the first or second round pick. Here's your starters on D line. Vita, Shaq Barrett, Joe Tryon, Logan Hall. Boom, boom, boom. I ain't doing nothing. Deidre Sanat, back up. Anthony Nelson, back up. No more Jags. I'm just saying. So when you look at the O-line, D-line, and specifically the O-line, in the first round, y'all seen the Bucs O-line. Questions at left tackle, questions in interior. You can sit here and argue with me and whoever else you want to argue with till your face is blue. You cannot convince me the Bucs interior is going to be good. Ryan Jensen coming off a knee injury, about to be 32, 33 years old. He ain't getting no better. Oh, Robert Hainsley and Luke Gedeke moving the right tackle. And then what? Robert Hainsley, he was solid. Yeah, the Bucs had the 32nd ranked run defense, or the 32nd ranked run offense, with Robert Hainsley playing center for 17 games. Yeah. And you want to throw your eggs in the basket on Robert Hainsley and Luke Gedeke? What did you see about them that made you believe that the Bucs running is going to get any better this year? I'm just saying. What makes you think coming off a run offense this past season that Luke Gedeke and Robert Hainsley all of a sudden is going to make this big jump and the Bucs run offense is going to go from 32 to 13? Negative, Ghost Rider. Oh, Aaron Stinney and Nick Leverett. That ain't it, man. That ain't it. You seen the Bucs schedule? Well, I'm sorry. Have you seen the Bucs opponents? We're just talking about the O-line. I ain't even going to the D-line yet. We got the Jags and the Lions on the schedule. Matter of fact, let me pull it up for y'all. Let me help y'all out. Since y'all don't want to listen. Okay, I'm going to help y'all out. I got you. Don't worry. I got you. I'm going to get you right before the draft. So, the home games: Atlanta, Carolina, Chicago, Detroit, Jacksonville, New Orleans, Eagles, and Titans. We could beat the Titans. We could beat the Bears. Falcons and Panthers game. I'm saying, okay, we'll put them on there. That's 4. But we ain't beating the Eagles. Saints, 50-50. Lions and Jags. 2 up-and-coming teams that's hungry. Their outlook looks better than the Bucs. Like, I hate to say this. The old black and blue division, NFC North, the Detroit Lions. Go look at their projection. And look at the Bucs projection. Go look at the Jacksonville Jaguars projection and look at the Bucs projection. I'm just giving Doug Peterson, Dan Campbell. And if you want to throw the Panthers in there, they got Frank Wright. At this point, I'm pretty sure you'll take all 3 of those guys over Todd Bowles. And you'll take their quarterbacks. Away games: Atlanta, Buffalo, Carolina, Green Bay, Houston, the Colts, Minnesota, New Orleans, and San Francisco. We ain't beating San Francisco. Get it through your thick skulls right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't care when we play San Francisco. We're not beating them. You saw what they did us last year with Tom Brady, and so we supposed to beat San Francisco with Kyle Trask and Baker Mayfield. you kidding yourselves, right? You kidding yourselves. Oh, we got Baker Mayfield. We're gonna beat the foot. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Matter of fact, I'll bet anybody in here, as of right now, I will bet you any amount of money you want to bet. 1 figure, 2 figures, 3 figures, 4 figures, 5 figures. I ain't gonna say 6 because I don't know. But you get what I'm saying. We're not beating the 49ers. Get it through your skulls right now. We ain't beating Buffalo and we ain't beating the 49ers. Get it through your skulls right now. With Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask? Are you kidding me? That's 2 L's right away. I'm not trying to be pessimistic and all that. I'm just being facts. Those teams are on a whole different level. You can put it on record right now. We're not beating the Buffalo Bills and we're not beating the 49ers. Currently constructed. Unless they have a major injury, we're not beating them. They got the better coach. They got the better players. They got the better roster. But you see some of y'all, oh, we could beat the 49ers. We could beat the Buffalo Bills. How are we going to beat the 49ers if they just destroyed us with Tom Brady? 2 L's right away. We're not beating them. But Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask, with that O-line, that D-line? Come on, bro. Get out of here. So anyway, there you go. So you look at our O-line and D-line, look what we're going against. Tennessee Titans, Jeffrey Simmons. Can anybody on the Bucs O-line block him outside of Tristan Wirfs? The Titans D-line always tough. Now, offensively, they're not good. But defensively, the Titans give us problems. Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask? Come on, man. We're not beating the Eagles. Now, this O-line, D-line that we currently got, we're not beating the Eagles. You kidding me? Don't get mad at me. Go watch the tape. With Tom Brady, 8-9, regular season. 8-10, including playoffs. And we're supposed to beat the 49ers, the Bills, and the Eagles. Yeah, all right, man. You're kidding yourself, right? Stop playing. And I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just being honest. Look at the Bucs roster. Come on, fellas, and ladies, let's be real. Enough of this goofy stuff that some of these other guys are doing in the Bucs community. I get it, trying to be optimistic and hype yourself up and make yourself feel good, but I live in reality, baby. I can't do that. You've never seen me do that here because I don't push that type of content on here. The Bucs can do this and all this funny and goofy stuff. I don't do that. Can't do it. It's not in my DNA to live this fantasy world of what the Bucs could and should. Currently constructed, we're not beating those 3 teams. Unless something catastrophic happened to one of those teams or all 3 of those teams, we're not beating them. Saints D-line, they give the Bucs O-line problems all the time. Minnesota D-line, Daniel Hunter, and a couple other guys that get the Colts D-line problems. DeForest Buckner. Green Bay D-line. See what they did last year, right? We're going to score 12 points. With Tom Brady. These are facts. Don't get mad at these are facts. You can hate me all you want to, but the Green Bay Packers beat us 14-12. What did the Bucs O-line? What did the Bucs offense do? Don't worry, I'll wait. And technically, the Bucs offense has gotten worse. Carolina Panthers D-line. You see what they got. Derek Brown and Brian Burns. Do we got one of those guys on our team? No. We ain't got no Brian Burns. We got no Donovan Smith. So who's going to block Brian Burns? Derek Brown keep getting better. Frankie Luvo, he's nice. J.C. Horn, you see how he works. Jeremy Chin, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? Buffalo D-line. They like 8 deep. What the Bucs O-line gonna do against Buffalo's D-line? Huh? What are we doing here? Who blocking Ed Oliver? Robert Hainsley? Luke Gedeke? What are we doing? Gregory Russo? Who's blocking? Come on, man. They're like 8 deep. Sean McDermott. Come on, what are we doing? This is why the Bucs got to go O-line in the first round. Got to go O-line in the first round. Got to build trenches. Even the Falcons D-line gave us problems. The Falcons D-line. Eagles D-line. Should I even say anything? Do I need to say anything about the Eagles D-line going against the Bucs O-line? Don't worry, I'll wait. Oh, the Bucs O-line is not that bad. Okay. We're not that bad, but the 32nd rate run the offense. It couldn't win win-loss percentage in pass blocking. It was terrible. So what are we doing? Jacksonville D-line, they getting stronger. And they talking about drafting another pass rusher. With Quay Walker, they got Josh Allen and the first pick in the last Walker. And they talking about drafting another pass rusher. Detroit D-line. They a little scrappy, but I ain't saying they really good, but they scrappy. They more offensively driven. Chicago Bears D-line, not good. Okay, we talked about the Panthers in the final. So you get what I'm saying, folks? Bucs O-line, they gonna have some problems. You got to get that left tackle situation. I know Tristan Wirfs, he's practicing for both sides. It doesn't matter. Whatever side he plays, the other side gonna be weak. You just better pray that rookie comes in and play like Tristan Wirfs in 2020. The best case scenario for the Bucs in the first round is when you draft that O-lineman, whether it's DeJuan Jones, Anton Harrison, Paris Johnson, Peter Stoyanski, whoever they draft in the first round at 19. I am praying that the rookie left tackle, Darnell Wright, or whoever it is, they come in out the gate decent. You feel me? Not saying that because Tristan Wirfs was that was rare. You know what I'm saying? That don't happen every year. It usually take those guys a couple years to figure it out. Like Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas' rookie season was terrible. But his second season, Jadarick Willis, he played pretty good his first season. Second season wasn't great, but Tristan Wirfs was a one of a kind. So you will hope that whoever the Bucs draft at left tackle or right tackle comes in out the gate. Shout out to Foots and Solar Flare. Out the gate. URLTV.tv.com. Yeah. Out the gate. You would hope those guys or whoever they draft at 19 come in right away and be decent. You better hope. Because if whoever they draft at left tackle or right tackle, they come in and they got a learning curve. Oh my gosh. You got to chalk that up as an L. I mean, not as an L, but you got to chalk that up as a learning. Like, this is why, I don't know, this is why a lot of the sites have the Bucs towards the bottom, because they got too many question marks. A lot of one-year deals. Cap situation messed them up. Draft classes, the last two draft classes hasn't been great. This is why a lot of the ranking systems don't have the Bucs over 16. Some of them got the Bucs in the 20s. Or if they did it by tiers, tier 4, 5, and 6. Like, this season is almost like a transitional season for the Bucs. Whether you want to believe it or not, it kind of is. When you lay everything out, salary cap, the players, the contracts, the position of need, the learning curve at the positions of need, pass rusher, O-lineman, it's almost like a transitional year. I mean, how optimistic can you be? 9-8? Oh, 10-7. For the Bucs to achieve anything over 500, do you realize how many things has to happen for the Bucs for them to be a 10-win team? Let me bring y'all back to the centerfold. We went 8-9 with Tom Brady. 8-10 overall. Do you understand that for the Bucs to win 9 or 10 games, do you understand that this draft got to have like 3 starters? And I mean 3 of them playing at a high level, or 2 of them playing at, like, you want your first round pick at a high level, a la Tristan Wirfs on O-line. And then your second round pick, the rookie D lineman, edge rusher, whatever, he's playing at a high level. And then you want your third round pick to be a high contributor, right? That's one thing that's happened, right? Jason Light got to hit on 3 starters, right, in this draft. And then on top of the 3 starters, you want your late round draft picks to be contributors right away. And then on top of that, whoever it is, Kyle Trask or Baker Mayfield, got to be on some like outlier type season for them. And then on top of that, you got to hope Todd Bowles make better coaching decisions. Overall manager of the team. And then you got to hope Dave Canales, first time OC, call hellified game plans. Right? And then you got to hope the Bucs running game goes from 32 to at least 18 to 19, maybe, 16. And then you got to hope Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Russell Gage stay healthy. Haven't even got to the defense yet. Look how many things has to happen for the Bucs to be considered a 10-win team. And it's not even counting that the opponents have major injuries. Hank, I see you. Trill G boy, you late. Uncle Toasty, you late too. You see how many variables got to be included for the Bucs to win over 9 games? We're not even talking about the defense. We're just talking about offense, coaching, and draft. So, look, I get it. You want the Bucs to win 9, 10, 11 games. Probability versus possibility. Or it's a possibility the Bucs can win 10 games, sure. But the probability is extremely low. If you don't believe me, go watch the tape. And watch the tape from last year, and then add into what they did this offseason. See, this is why you don't get, this is why I was trying to tell people when it comes to the draft. Based on last season, because what have you done for me lately, right? On the field. That's why I wasn't a big fan of the 4,600 yards and the 25 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, because when you scrape back and look beyond those numbers, some garbage yards there. Chiefs game, Ravens game, Panthers game, Steelers game, 49ers game, Bengals game. A lot of garbage yards there. That's why I never got caught up behind Brady's numbers. And now you expect me, Bucos Locker, with a below-average O-line, especially in the run game, with Kyle Trask or Baker Mayfield, a quarterback, to all of a sudden become a lot better? The Bucs defense going to have to be 2002 for the Bucs to win 10 games. At a minimum. To win 10 games. Matter of fact, to win 8 games. Matter of fact, to win 9. Let me say To win 9 games, the Bucs defense gonna have to be They have to be world beaters. All 3 levels: trenches, linebacker, and secondary. Because the only way currently constructed, the only way I see the Bucs getting 9 wins is because of the defense leading the charge. And remember, the Bucs defense led the Chargers last season, and they won 8 games with Tom Brady. See, I keep saying that. A Bucs-led team, the Bucs team led by the defense won 8 games. Remember the Rams game, Saints game, kept them in the game. Tom Brady worked his magic in the last 4-5 minutes. We can count even the Cardinals game. Do y'all understand what I'm saying here? Just look at the team currently constructed for the Bucs to be a 9-8 team. A lot of stuff has to go right, not left, right, because we don't have the team currently constructed to withstand any struggles. Because look, no team is perfect. Every team struggles. Eagles, Bills, well, we get it. But those teams have quality coaching, quality system, good old linemen. They have a lot of things in place to overcome struggles or weaknesses. The Bucs currently constructed, I keep saying currently constructed, they don't have the ammunition to struggle and still survive. We just don't have it. We don't have the ammunition. We don't have the firepower on both sides of the ball to overcome major weaknesses, major flaws. We just don't have that type of team now. This is not the 11-5 team or 13-4. This is the 8-10 team. Coming off a season below 500. And all of a sudden we was just flip gears and become 10-7. Transitional year. I'm just giving y'all a heads up. You can come back and watch this tape, watch this video 5 months from now. Transitional year, man. We don't have the roster to compete at the high level or even mid-level. And people don't want to believe it, but it's the truth. I live in reality. I've watched my team every Sunday. 17 games straight. In 18. Matter of fact, forget the regular season. Go watch the Dallas game. The last game of the season told you exactly where the arrow's pointing for the Bucs. And that was with Tom Brady. Forget the 17 games. Just follow me on this. Go look at the last game. Go look at the last game that you saw the Bucs play on TV. Dallas Cowboys. What did it tell you? Matter of fact, we can watch it again. We can watch it right now. The condensed version. That should tell you everything you need to know heading into this season. And on top of that, we got new faces. We got new faces. And then we're going to have new draft picks. And all of a sudden, we're supposed to become from 8-9 to 10-7, 11-5. I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm just not trying to be negative. I'm just giving y'all the whole layout. Go look at the last game of the season against the Cowboys. You tell me what you saw. Tell me. What did you see? Hopefulness? Optimistic? So after that game, after that clock hit 0, what were you thinking? When you looked at the final score, you saw Tom Brady's last touchdown to Cameron Brate, who's no longer on the team, both of those guys. What was your brain thinking when that clock hit 0? A home game, by the way. What did your eyes tell you going into this offseason? And then, mind you, you look at that game and then you factor in what we did this offseason. Come on, man. currently constructed. Tell me what you see. Because you can give yourself a gray area and say, well, we don't know what's gonna happen. I agree with you. I know, but you got to put something to this upcoming season. You have to start a conversation. We have to start the conversation, because you can hold off all you want and say, well, we don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, you obviously right. We don't know what's gonna happen this upcoming season. But when you look at the roster from top to bottom before tomorrow, where's the conversation? When is the conversation gonna start? You gonna start the conversation week 17? Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. You're gonna start the conversation after training camp. Well, now we can start talking. No. Let's start talking now. Well, I really can't call it, Isaiah. Bucos, I can't call it because we don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, you just being scared. Because what you really want to feel. Say what you really feel. Don't give me, because you got some of you talk a lot, but when it comes time to put your words down to some black and white and stand on what you say, oh, I don't know. We don't know what the Bucs gonna be, and then you start deflecting. Because people, when you do stuff like this, and not just y'all, but other fan bases do this too about their teams. They don't want to commit to something because they're unsure, right? And I understand that. But when you have reality right in your face, looking at you right in your face, and you don't even want to address that, then what does that tell you? Well, nobody knows what's going to happen. You're right. But when is the conversation going to start? Oh, it's going to start tomorrow after the draft. Or after the draft's over, then you're going to start talking about, okay, well, the Bucs can win. What's the difference? What is the difference between talking about it now or Saturday? Because I guess you think on average that whoever the Bucs draft going all of a sudden add 2 or 3 wins to the record. It don't work like that, because somebody said it earlier. Most rookies don't come in the league and just all of a sudden just boom. It don't work like that. So whoever the Bucs draft, don't expect all of a sudden, oh, we got these guys and it's going to be just a whole different season. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Y'all know it. So to me, my point I'm trying to make is, if you're a real Bucs fan, not saying that you're not, but if you're a real Bucs fan, understand the situation as is. Don't try to paint a picture. You shouldn't not say don't, but you shouldn't paint a picture as, like my dad used to do this. He used to write stuff down, and then when it don't happen, he takes some white out. And then he write in what happens. No, man. Stand on what you say. Say what you feel. Or say what you think. As is, what do you think about the team? Because every fan base can say, well, we don't know what's going to happen. Clearly. We get that part, but what's your thoughts now? Don't be scared. You see me, I ain't scared. I can be optimistic to a degree, but I ain't finna be delusional. At the end of the day, the Bucs got question marks. I mean, they got some major question marks, and they got some minors, right? This is why I'll be telling y'all, man, the next 2 drafts, man, it's got to be important. I hope the Bucs do good this season. I really do. But hope can only get you so far in life. I hope this happens. Okay. Hope is not an action verb. It's not an action. Hope is not an action, folks. You can hope all you want to until you walk out that door and make something happen, or get on the computer and make something happen. Doesn't matter. So my whole point about this draft come tomorrow, this first round, we're gonna watch it from the beginning, folks. As I wrap this up and transition to the mock draft, we're gonna watch the draft together. Make sure you have your food and your all that stuff like that. I'm gonna be early. I'm gonna be ready 30 minutes before the draft starts with my food and everything. Shrimp nachos and cookies and honey buns, and I'm gonna cheat tomorrow. I might even cheat the second day. I don't do a lot of cheating, but we're gonna have fun with this, folks. But also, we're gonna have fun with this, but also be realistic. Be realistic. If you don't do anything tomorrow, be realistic when it comes to the draft. Understand where the team is at. There's a difference between how the team is currently constructed and what you think. You can think what you want to think. That's fine. Nobody's hating you for that. Nobody's disagreeing with you on how you think. Well, people will disagree with how you think about the team. But the reality is how the team is currently constructed versus what you think. Which one are you going to go with? You're going to go with 11-5? You think the Bucs can go 11-5, or be more realistic here? Too many question marks, too many holes. Coaching, GM, players, the last 2 draft picks, running game, interior O-line, left tackle, right tackle, whatever it is. Pass rush, linebacker situation. To be honest with you, the few, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, the Bucs secondary should be solid, right? Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, I'm not too, Russell Gage, I don't know, whatever. But outside of that, and Tristan Wirfs, outside of that, I'm just saying, folks, outside of the Bucs secondary, Levante David, Tristan Wirfs, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, question marks. Tight end, running back, quarterback, head coach, GM, interior O-line, pass rush, Devin White. See what I'm saying? There's 8 question marks. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling y'all, when them players start coming off that board, I'm gonna have my big board too. Don't play with me, Jason Light. I told y'all. You Jason Light the track. You Jason Light defenders. You better pray. I'm telling y'all. You people that defend Jason Light, you better pray he hits on these picks. And what I mean by hit on the picks is make the right choice when it's your pick. Not saying that the player is going to be like really good or all that. I'm just saying, point in time, make the obvious pick. Because I'm telling y'all right now, all 7 rounds, I'm going to be clocking. If he don't make the right pick, if he don't make the obvious pick, I'm on him. I'm on you and Jason Light. And I'm not going to let him, for the next week or 2, every day I'm going to be on him. I'm on you, Jason Light. The player itself on the field, okay, we'll figure that part out. But point in time, making the pick with the 19th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select, and if it's anything outside of what I've been talking about, I'm on you. And it better not be no CVS University guard. Don't want to hear it. Central Michigan tackle. Washington University. No more. SEC Big Ten. Period. You can sprinkle in some Big 12, but you get what I'm saying. We need some guys. Some mean guys in them trenches. That's going to make it happen. immediate impact guys, at least the first 3 rounds. Anyway, so let's get to this mock draft. And I might open up the locker room. We'll see. This is the last mock draft. This is mock draft 3.0. Okay. Here we go. Hold up. Oh. What are we doing? Sorry. All right, here we go. Are y'all ready? Drum roll, please. Y'all ready for the Bucos final draft? Final mock draft 3.0. Are you ready for the next comedian? Dang, is he funny? Okay, here we go, man. I'm gonna hit the button and we about to get it popping. Already. Trade offers already. Now, I ain't got much time, folks. Got about 10 minutes, right? We can think about this. We got 10 minutes. Anybody got a countdown? We got 6 o'clock. So at 6:09, I got to make this pick. So we going to talk about this pick. We got 10 minutes. Let's talk about the pick. 10 minutes. And my daughter always say that. 10 minutes. So we got a trade offer. Eagles want to come up to 19. They want Bijan Robinson, obviously. They want to give us their late first round pick and a second round pick. The Chiefs want to give us their first round pick and their second round pick and a fourth round pick to go up to 19. They want Bijan Robinson probably. I don't know. Bijan Robinson sitting right there, so it's pretty clear what these two teams want. So this is who we got on the board. Got Bijan Robinson, Nolan Smith, Darnell Wright. Those are the top 3 prospects at 19. Who do you take? If this scenario happens, Bijan Robinson, Nolan Smith, and Darnell Wright, what is the position of need? Do we take the trade offers? Do we go back to 30 or 31st? Now, I already know what I'm going to do. We're just having a conversation because we do have some time to talk about this. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I just want to hear from y'all. In this situation, 3 guys that the Bucs talked about, or the Bucs fan base talked about, if this happens tomorrow, which is a possibility, that all 3 guys, Bijan Robinson, Nolan Smith, and Darnell Wright, are all on the board. What is the highest position of need? No Donovan Smith, lack of edge rush, and running back and use an upgrade. Now I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You can do your own mock draft. This is a conversation topic. This is a topic of conversation. If this was to happen. Now, if you go back and look at the trade offers, you can go back to pick 30 and pick up an extra second round pick. So you have a first and 2 seconds. But it's the back end of the second round. Or you can take the Chiefs pick, same thing like the Eagles, back at the end of the first round, and pick up another second round pick, or third, or top of the third. Now, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. We got about 7 minutes left on this pick. It's a no-brainer, folks. I stand on what I say. The Patriots got Bijan Robinson. Now, I forgot to pick 7 rounds, but that was just the first round pick. So that's the first round pick. So now we got to do this again because I had picked 1 round. I didn't pick 7 rounds. Let's try this again. We're going to start over. My bad, folks. I picked 1 round instead of 7. It might happen again. Let's try this again. Oh, not this time. Now we're cooking. My bad. I had to start over. I had to pick 1 round instead of 7. So we got 3 trade offers. Pick 19. We can go back, come out of the first round, and get multiple second round picks. So we have 3 seconds, 2 thirds, and Chicago's 2024 third round pick. So this scenario will have 3 second round picks and 2 third round picks. We'll see. Green Bay. Obviously, they want somebody. If we take the Green Bay offer, we'll have 3 second round picks. And a what? That's a 4th? I like this though. It's not bad. Kansas City. We'll trade back at the end of the first round, and it will have 2 second round picks. Now, look who's on the board. All the old linemen that I wanted is gone. Let's go look at the O-line. There is no O-lineman on here in this scenario that is worth picking at 19. I mean, I could get DeJuan Jones. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to take that risk. Do I trade back? I got time to think about this. We do all the old linemen gone though. See, in this scenario, if you look at it, we got time, folks. In this scenario, Paris Johnson's gone. Broderick Jones is gone. Darnell Wright is gone. Peter Stoyanski's gone. And I was afraid of this scenario. If this scenario happens, do I go edge? Lucas Van Ness? Brian Breesy? We got about 7 minutes on this pick. Let me see. In this scenario, Brian Branch is sitting there, but we don't need him. I mean, I could trade back. I mean, y'all don't like the Chicago trade? I mean, that's a lot. Ooh, that's a lot. Ooh. I mean, 3 second round picks and 2 thirds. We need bodies, folks. We need bodies. But I got to stick to what I know. And the problem with this is I just don't trust going back that far. I know, but I got to stick with the trenches though. We need a tackle. And if I go back to 31st, if I go back to If I take this pick right here at 31, Anton Harris and DeJuan Jones can possibly be gone. And if I go back into the second round, get 3 second-round picks, they were early second-round picks, but man, this is a tough one, man. I don't like this scenario. I should start this over. I'm gonna start over. This is a tough scenario, man. I don't like this scenario. I really don't. But I can get a lot of guys in the man. Look, I know y'all might not like this, but hey, this is a mock draft. But this Chicago pick, though, I like it. I mean, 3 second-round picks? Or I could go to the Green Bay pick, though. I think I'm going to do the Green Bay pick. Yeah, Green Bay got a... Well, see, I'll pick up an extra pick. I'll have 3 seconds and 2/3. Oh, actually, no. I'll have 3 seconds with Green Bay pick, too. It'll be 2 seconds, 2/3. No, it'll be 3 seconds, 2/3. You know what? I don't know, man. I like this. I like this right here, though. Maybe I can still get the tackle. I like this, though. I think I'm gonna go with this pick. I think I'm gonna go with this trade. God, I don't think DeJuan Jones gonna be there. I don't. 5 picks. 5 picks. That's 5 players in the second and third. Man, look. I'm sorry. Green Bay offer seems better, though. Yeah. I'm gonna take this one. It's a good trade. I couldn't turn that down. Good. Why everybody trying to trade with us? No. Reject. Nope. Reject. All right. So, all right, here we go. So we got a lot of picks. We got 3 second-round picks. 3. I had to do that, folks. I had to. All right. So I couldn't turn it down. 3 second-round picks. All right. So here we go. This is who's on the board right now. I got 3 second-round picks and 2 third-round picks. I couldn't. That's 5 guys. I couldn't. We need bodies. Now, Osiris Torrance is on the board. Darnell Washington. Drew Sanders is on the board. I got 3 second-round picks, folks. Chill. I can do this right. What about the tackle? Let's see how that guard's sitting there, man. Cody Mulch? No, I'm not doing a North Dakota State, man. No. I like Warren McClendon, though, but maybe a little bit too high. Maybe I get him in the 3rd round. Edge rusher. Let's see. It's too high. Okay. Edge rusher. Now, I can still get a tackle at 45 or even at 50. But we do need pass rusher. Got about 5 minutes left. What do I do here? Edge rusher. What do I do? I like the Kansas State guy. But versatility, though, Drew Sanders. Versatility, man. Versatility. But we need pass rushers, though. Keon White. I watched Keon White and Felix and Aduke Ungomaza. I watched them, and they look good. And we got 3 second-round picks. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Reject. Gotta pick again. Still can get our tackle. We ain't got no tackle. Tight end's there. I'm not doing no tight end. Oh, perfect. I watched this guy. Oh, Drew Sanders is still on the board. Oh my goodness. Drew Sanders is still on the board. Oh my goodness. I don't know about this one. I might have to get Drew. No. I'm gonna have to go with Drew on this one, buddy. Because Levante David and Devin White. That's the problem right there. Levante David ain't coming back, and Devin White got issues. We could go back. Now, so we can go back to 60 and pick up another 3rd-round pick. So that'd be 3 thirds. I'm trying to stockpile picks. Let me see. 92 is that'll be 32, 64. Yeah, so that'll be if I was to take this trade right here, I'll still have a 2nd-round pick. This will be the 3rd 2nd-round pick, and I'll pick up an extra 3rd, which means I'll have 3 3rd-round picks. I'm trying to stockpile players, folks. I like this though. I like this trade though, because you know what? If I take this trade, I'll go back 10 spots. And I'll pick up an extra 3rd-round pick. Or I can stay right here and get this guard. I like the trade offer though, because if I take that trade, I'll pick up an extra 3rd-round pick, which will be 3 3rd-round picks. You talking about stockpiling right there? That's on some San Francisco type situation. But if I don't take that, I can't turn that down. That's 3 3rd-round picks. I'm sorry, I gotta take that. I'm taking that. I had to take it, folks. Golly. So, who's on the board right now? We need people, folks. We need bodies, impact players. I'm the GM right now, and this is what I'm doing. It's about right. It's about right. Well, it's 2 3rd rounds. So I got 2 3rd rounds. 2 third rounds. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, I got 2. Yeah, 2 third round picks. And we picked up a 4th round pick too. We didn't have a 4th round pick. So we picked up a 4th round pick too. So we good. We good. All right. Jalen Duncan's still on the board. All right, it's time to get the tackle. Now, I watched some Senior Bowl tape on this guy, and I like him. At 60, I'm taking him. I'm not taking Cody Mulch. Got our tackle. Now, this is just scenario-based, folks. This is a scenario. No. No. Reject. Reject. All right. So we got a linebacker, we got an edge rusher, and we got a tackle already. And we picked up an extra 3rd and a 4th round pick. We need bodies, folks. So, could go running back. So we got a tackle, we got a linebacker, and we got an edge rusher. Running back. Let's see what they got at running back. I think running back too high right now. It's too high for running back. We can do that in the 4th round. That 3rd round pick got to be somebody. Tight end maybe? Nope, tight end too high for that too. We could do a receiver though. To be honest with you, because the Russell Gage situation. The Russell Gage situation. I ain't the Keyshawn Butte, Nathan Dale, pretty nice, man. Tyler Scott, pretty good too. Running back, Tank Bigsby. Quarterback. All right, so okay, here we go. Look, so we got a tackle, we got a linebacker, and we got a pass rusher. And we got 2 3rd round picks too. So this is the first out of the 2. Now, y'all know me. Trenches. Now, our secondary. I can address that with the 2nd, 3rd round pick. Or even a running back. Now, I want to go back to the trenches. Let's take a look at the trenches. Right? Because folks, we're bad there. I'm sorry. We're just bad. I don't know what that was, but we're just bad in the trenches. We could get somebody on the D tackle side. Keon Benton, I saw him at the Senior Bowl. Because remember, we got 2 3rd round picks. Our D line is terrible. We got a linebacker, we got a tackle, and we got a guy, D lineman already. Or edge. Well, we got an edge rusher, we got a linebacker. Now we need a D lineman. Remember, edge rusher is outside linebacker. That's the Felix Nduke. Now you got the Logan Hall, Vita, Dietrichson Knott. We need somebody there. I like Zach Pickens, but it's too high. Andre Carter sitting there. So this is who we got on the board. This is that D tackle. We got Keon Benton. We got Asaki Ikai, Ika from Baylor, the D tackle. I'm reading D tackles right now. Zach Pickens, Jacqueline Roy, Byron Young, Murray Umojo, Kobe Woodland, Dante Steele, Jalen Redmond. These are guys. Carl Brooks. I like these guys. Edge, we have Andre Carter still on the board. DJ Johnson, Nick Hampton, Byron Young, Isaiah Land, Mike Morris, KJ Henry, Brent Cox Jr., Ali Gay, Yaya Dobby. He's still on the board. Now, mind you, we still got 2 5th-round picks, 2 6th rounds, and 2 7th-round picks. Cornerback, if we want to go that route, Jalen Jones, Darius Rush, Eli Ricks, Jartavius Martin, Kai Blue Kelly, Tredavious Hodges Tomlinson. He's a small guy. Safety wise, JL Skinner. I think that's a good pick. Jamie Robinson, Jair Brown, Christopher Smith II, Ronnie Hickman, Trey Dean, Rashad Torrance, Jay Ward. I don't know. That's JL Skinner pick, man. I mean, we only got Ryan Neal for 1 year. I mean, we got Ryan Neal for 1 year. We need a safety. Running backs is still too high for running backs. There's plenty of running backs available still. We could go receiver. Tyler Scott, Keyshawn Butte, Nathan Dale. That second, 3rd round pick, I'm gonna come back to the skill position. Yeah. But I gotta go back to the defense though, man. I'm just keeping it real. Look, I don't know if JL Skinner's there at 90, I'm taking him. But at 82, at 92, if JL Skinner's there, I don't think he's going to be there. But I got to go with the trenches again. Why everybody want to trade with us? The Bengals try to trade us Tyler Boyd. All right, so here we go. Our second 3rd round pick. And we got a 4th round pick too. So I picked up a 4th too. I think I'm going to go safety. Because remember, folks, we got Ryan Neal for 1 year. We got Ryan Neal for 1 year. Yeah. He's either going to be safety or cornerback for this pick. Yeah, well, I could go receiver here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. This pick is going to replace somebody that's currently on the team. Now, I can use this pick to replace Russell Gage, or I can use this pick to replace Ryan Neal. Which one is bigger? Slot guy. I don't know. Wait a minute. Do I replace Russell Gage or do I replace Ryan Neal? See, this is the beautiful thing about having so many picks. You can fill your roster out. And these are starters, pretty much, I'm drafting. Do I replace Neal or Russell Gage? We need. This has been a defensive hand. Look, I get it. I've been drafting defense. Look, I got the edge rusher. I got Drew Sanders. and I picked up Keon Benton. 3 defensive players. And I picked up a tackle. I got to go receiver here, man. I got to go receiver. We don't the money. We got to pay Antoine Winfield Jr. Yeah, look, we're not going to pay Neal and Antoine Winfield Jr. It's not happening. I got to go receiver right here, folks. Because that Russell Gage contract, and we need somebody in the slot. Keyshawn Butte, he disappointed me. Nathan Dale, too high. But I'm going to take Tyler Scott. I like Tyler Scott, too. These are all starters, folks. Oh, they got Zach Pickens. The freaking Patriots. I hate them. All right. Running back time. We're running back. Let's see what we got running back. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. No, they didn't. He's still on the board. In the 4th round? Tajay Spears is there in the 4th round? Folks, I'm going running back. Let me make that clear. Rachaad White, Tajay Spears. That's a good 1-2 combination, ain't it? Oh, my goodness. And we got 2, and think about it, we got 2 5th-round picks, we got 2 6th-round picks, and we got 2 7th-round picks. This roster finna be filled up. Because in the 4th round, you can get starters. See, the thing about Roschon Johnson, the same size as Rachaad White. I don't want to get duplicate running backs. I need a Thunder and a Lightning. Look, we need bodies. In training camp, it determines who's going to win. But it is what it is. Look, the 2 6th-round picks and the 2 7th-round picks and the 2 5th-round picks, right? They might not make the roster. I don't know. Competition is good. But it's just scenario-based, folks. This is scenario-based. But I don't want to get Roschon Johnson because that's the same running back as Rachaad White. So Rachaad White, 6 foot, 200-something, 20 pounds. Sean Tucker, he's fast. Yeah, I'm gonna go running back. Yep. I saw it at Syracuse too. I saw it. I know I was gonna get him anyway. I just wanted to see what's up. Chase Brown, no, I ain't want him. I could have got Tajay Spears though. I could have got him, but it was too high. Oh, Isaiah Land is gone. Man, I was looking at him. Tajay Spears still on the board. Oh, he's off. The Raiders got him. All right. So where do I go here? KJ Henry is on the. Oh my god. KJ Henry's on the board. You know, I like. You know what's so crazy about this tight end situation right here? And I was thinking about this. I saw a couple of these guys play, but the value Bruh, KJ Henry's on the board. We got enough guards. Yo, KJ Henry's on the board? Bruh, I'm just saying, bruh. Look, tight end is tight end, but fam. We're in the 5th round now, right? Yeah, I can double back and get a tight end. Oh, he's on the board. I liked his, you know what's so crazy? I liked his tape. And also, I liked him at the combine. You are absolutely right, young Deezy. I'm glad you told me about this guy. I like his tape. And I like his size. At 5'10", short area agility. I saw him at the combine. We do need another nickel. Sean Murphy Button is not there. Thank you, young Deezy. I like this draft. This draft is fire. If it was to fall like this, shoot. Oh, KJ Henry gone. Dang it. Brent Cox Jr. is gone. God. All right, so here we go again. All right. We're picking again. I think I'm going to go tight end right here. Yaya Dobby's on the board. I saw him at the Senior Bowl. If he's there at 179, I'm taking him. If Yaya Dobby can last a little bit longer, but I'm taking the tight end right here. And I saw this guy play. I saw him. I'll take him. I saw him play at Purdue. D lineman. Another D lineman. Bruh. I'm taking Yaya Dobby. Period. Boop. I've been watching that dude, man. And we got to pick again. All right, so we can go. Nick Jones is not bad either. Could go safety right here. Carl Brooks. Oh my gosh. Carl Brooks is sitting there. Hey, well, we could go. It's round 6, by the way, folks. Now we could go quarterback here. Oh, somebody's okay. So you following me, right? You following me? So yeah. So I ain't gonna lie. Max Duggan is a baller. The reason why I don't want to go with Jake Heatner, I don't like his arm. Malik Cunningham has a big arm. And O'Connell, don't too much like him. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, he is a dual threat quarterback. But I could go quarterback here. Deuce Vaughn is still on the board. Oh, I could have got Deuce Vaughn. It's still too high. He's so small. I think I'm going to go with Thompson. Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Oh, well, see, Lightning Fields, we're on the same page. He says Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett is way down here somewhere. He's down here. If I was to draft Stetson Bennett right here, bro, that's a super reach. According to the draft. That's a super reach, man. But see, this is round 6, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to take, I like this guy. What y'all think about the draft grade so far, man? I like this draft. This draft is fire. Oh my goodness. If it was a fall like this, boy, oh boy. Oh, Jay Ward still? Oh, they got him. Okay. Oh, Jalen Redden's gone. Dang it. Carl Brooks is gone. I was gonna get Carl Brooks. Hmm? Oh, they took him. Dang it. San Francisco took the guy I wanted to get. All right, we up again. All right. Oh, what do we got here? TJ Bass. He's sitting there again. I always get that guy. He always sitting there for me to get it. How many on 7-round pick? Okay, so we're at the end. So we're at the end, folks. This is the last pick. Need a special teams guy. Need somebody to kind of get down there and we don't know he's gonna make the roster, but hey, it is what it is. How tall is Darrell Luther? I saw his tape. We need a tall corner. Let me see. Somebody tall. Is he big enough? Oh well. That's it, folks. Let's see what y'all think about the draft. All right, folks. So what do you think about the draft? All right, let's go to let me share this screen here. I'm going to share one more screen here. All right, folks. What do you think? Hold up. Wait a minute. So what do you think, folks? What do you think, man? Did I address everything? So what grade would you give this draft? What grade would you give it? Everything kind of failed right into the right where I was gonna go. What y'all think? What grade would you give this draft if it was to go like this? I'm gonna give it a Ooh, man, if it was to go like this, that's some guys. I ain't gonna hold you on that. I see some starters right there. Oh, we got 5 guys in the first 3 rounds. What y'all think about the draft? What grade would you give this draft? Anthony Ojore, or linebacker? Does it matter? I mean, that's not going to decide what type of draft this is. I mean, it's a 7th-round pick. Doesn't matter. I'm looking at the first 5 rounds. Well, actually, we didn't have a 1st-round pick, but I think we did pretty good. B plus, A minus, maybe. I'm like B plus, a solid B plus. Based on where everything fell, I'm gonna say B plus, borderline A minus. And I'm not trying to amp myself up, but just based on the need. I mean, you gotta think about it. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks. I mean, the first 5 picks are going to be starters. He's going to replace Russell Gage. Short area quickness, starter, most likely, right? Starter. The first 4 picks are stars. And then you got some guys at the back end, sleeper guys. He gonna get some playing time. Sean Tucker, right? Kendrell Clark, he can get some playing time, right? Yaya Davi might just pop up and be something, right? I'm just saying. That was pretty solid. I gotta post this on the Twitter page. I know some people gonna be thinking about, why you didn't get the tackle in the 1st round? Why you didn't get DeJuan Jones or Antoine Harrison at pick 19? I couldn't turn down. I just filled multiple spots. I just filled up multiple spots. So I was like a B plus. Exactly, about a B plus. B plus sounds about right. B plus, Anthony Ojore, linebacker from Vanderbilt. I don't know why it's not showing that, but let me see if I can pull it up a little bit. It's not letting me do it, huh? That's why I don't know why it's not letting me let's try this here. Yeah, I don't know why it's not letting me show the bottom. So what grade would you give the draft, man? Like, so we got a B plus. I'm gonna say a B plus because I'm looking at it where we filled up a lot of areas. I think that's what the Bucs need bodies. You know, they needed an edge rusher, a linebacker, a tackle, a D tackle. Or let me back up. They needed an edge rusher, a linebacker, right? Well, let me break the picks down. Felix Nduke, right? Uzama, pass rusher, edge. We need that. Drew Sanders, the uh, Devin White, and the Levante David situation. Needed a linebacker, right? Tackle. The way the board fell, there's nothing I can do about that. But we did get a tackle. I watched him at the Senior Bowl. Warren McClendon. I actually brought him up too. So we get our tackle right in the second round, and we needed a D tackle, another D lineman, right? So we got Keon Benton, and then Tyler Scott, the slot guy. Russell Gage situation. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Sean Tucker. You know, Sean Tucker or Rashad White. Kentrell Clark, no Murphy Bunton, right? But Kentrell Clark can fill in for a little bit. Payne Durham, tight end, you know, we can see what he can do. Yaya Dobbie can be that guy in the late round that becomes a steal, like a James Houston. And Dorian Thompson-Robinson, you know, we'll see what happens with that. And then Anthony Ojore, linebacker, we'll see. But overall, I'm going to say it back a B+. Because we filled a lot of needs to me. The reason why I didn't say A is because of the where we got that tackle at, right? But the draft, it was automated. All the tackles was gone, the ones I wanted. Now, if I would have stayed in the first round and took the Chiefs trade, I could have took at 19, I could have took DeJuan Jones or Anton Harrison. But then if I would have took that, then I wouldn't have been able to get a lot of players between rounds 2 and 3. I got 5 guys between round 2 and 3. That's why you build your roster, to be honest with you. Rounds 2 and 3. Those are starters, man. So I had to make a choice. Do I take Anton Harrison at 19 or do I take DeJuan Jones at 19 and then miss out on 4 extra guys? Because by taking that trade, I was able to pick up 4 extra guys. Because once I did that one trade, I picked up 2 extra second round picks. And then I traded back in the second round to pick up an extra third round pick and a 4th round pick. I mean, you can't beat that. You don't see no Central Michigan on here. You know, University of Washington. I like it. B+. B+. Now, in other news, I know somebody mentioned this earlier. The Aaron Rodgers trade. The Jets got to win. My thoughts on the Aaron Rodgers situation, the Jets got to win. It's just the bottom line. They got to win. They have no choice at all. They have to win. You drafted Zach Wilson, pick number 2 a couple years ago. It's clearly that the franchise don't believe in Zach Wilson. If they believed in Zach Wilson, you don't go pick up a 39, soon to be 40-year-old quarterback. And on top of that, you gave up a first-round pick, a conditional second-round pick, and the condition on that is if he plays 65% of the snaps or more, it turns into a first-round pick. So technically, you gave up, well, I guess technically, but there's a possibility that the Jets gave up 2 first rounds, I think a 6th round, and you got to pay his salary. $58 million? You swap first round picks, and you got a conditional second round pick that can turn into a first round pick. So you know, if he plays 65% of the snaps, you basically swap first round picks. You gave up a first, you gave up a second, and you got to pay a salary. $58 million. So from what I read, they took I think his cap hit for this year is $17 million. $17.3 million. And the rest of the money is pushed down the road. So yeah, there you go. I think the Jets think they're the Bucs. Can we agree with that? The Jets are doing what the Bucs did. They hoping Aaron Rodgers got some more juice left in him. 2 years removed from MVP. This is a huge risk. Exactly. They gave up picks and they committed $58 million. And if the Jets don't win, they in trouble. I want you here with me. No, they in trouble. If they don't win, and I mean not just win, I'm talking about getting the playoffs and win, they in trouble. But see, they can do this stuff because let me give y'all a breakdown here. So, Garrett Wilson, rookie contract. Breece Hall, rookie contract. Sauce Gardner, rookie contract. Jermaine Johnson, rookie contract. And they don't have any major salaries. I think Quentin Williams, I think, is the biggest salary they got. Mekhi Becton, rookie salary. Vera Tucker, rookie salary cap, rookie contract. So the Jets, cap-wise, they can afford Aaron Rodgers. The Jets don't have they got CJ Mosley, but they don't have any major cap issues. But they did not get Aaron Rodgers for free. So this is a 2-year. I'm going to say this again, just like the Bucs. 2 years. This year, next year. But what does that say about Zach Wilson? Yep, another rookie. So they got a bunch of rookie contracts. So they're not paying anybody outside of CJ Mosley and I think Quentin Williams. Did they pay Quentin Williams? Let me see. No, they're not paying him either. Nope. Quentin Williams, 5th-year option. So they're not even paying Quentin Williams. They picked up his 5th-year option. So they don't have any major contracts outside of CJ Mosley. So I see why they did this. And they got Jordan Whitehead 2 years. Their defense good. Their defense good. Let me look at their salary cap because I'm very curious. Very curious. So yeah. So their biggest salary is CJ Mosley. I was right. They got Carl Lawson if he can stay healthy. But they're not paying anybody. That's why they did it. They're not paying anybody. CJ Mosley, cap hit $21 million. Carl Lawson, $15 million. Corey Davis, $11 million. Quentin Williams, $9 million. Dwayne Brown, $11 million. Jordan Whitehead, $10 million cap hit. Lake Tomlinson, $10 million. So they ain't paying nobody. They don't have any major contracts. Nope. That's why they're able to do it. Yep. I saw it. See the breakdown right here. I want you here with me. Yep, that's why they was able to do the Aaron Rodgers deal. Well, when you draft good, exactly. When you draft good, that's what happens. So they think I do know one thing about the Jets. Their defense is gonna be good. Their defense is gonna be good. I mean, they got Chuck Clark, they got Jordan Whitehead, they got Sauce Gardner, Quentin Williams, CJ Mosley, Carl Lawson, if he can stay healthy. They got Jermaine Johnson. They built through the draft. Where the Jets are at right now, currently constructed, is where you want the Bucs to be. If you draft like this, you're gonna have all those low contracts, rookie contracts on your draft, on your roster, and you can add something like a big name like that. So I see why the Jets did that. They got to win now. They got DJ Reed. He's a nice cornerback. Carl Lawson, if he can stay healthy. John Franklin Myers. They got Alan Lazard for cheap. Ashton Davis, the safety. Breece Hall, rookie contract. Quentin Williams. Justin Hardy, Solomon Thomas. Quentin Jefferson. I mean, they got cheap contracts. Nico Hartman. Did y'all know Aaron Rodgers' cap hit is $1.1 million? Jeremy Rucker. Yep. Michael Carter. Aaron Rodgers' cap hit is only $1.1 million. Well, there you go. They're trying to win now. So there you have it, folks. Bucos Locker, draft talk. Lamar Jackson situation still in the air. Jalen Hurts, shout out to Jalen Hurts. He got paid $255 million. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. No, Elijah Moore got traded. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson, man. When you gonna get paid, man? When are you going to get paid? Jalen Hurts got paid. It's time for you to get paid. So get with the program, man. I mean that. From the bottom of my heart. You deserve your money. So he just basically reset the market. The quarterback salaries keep going up. Quarterback salaries keep going up. Other than that, outside of those situations, nothing really going on in the NFL till tomorrow. So, shouts out to all the Powers and Sea Bandits. Thank you for joining Bucos Locker. UC Mock Draft 3.0 B+. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. Tomorrow, folks, be there or be square. Have your food ready because I'm going to have mine ready. My nachos, my shrimp nachos, my queso dip, my shredded cheese, and all that. Honey buns, cookies. I'm setting up, folks. Y'all better be ready for draft tomorrow. Pick 19. I know this was a mock draft, but simulation. But on the real deal, Jason Light, you get that tackle at 19. Do you understand? Get the tackle at 19. Fire those cannons. Seize the day. Raise the flag. Hashtag no risk. No more of that. Hashtag life after Brady. Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag what does your eyes tell you? Hashtag probability versus probability. Right? What are we doing here? Hashtag build the trenches. Hashtag trenches matter. Hashtag Jason Light, don't mess this up. Or hashtag don't mess this up, Jason Light. Hashtag walk the plank. Right? Hashtag why? Hashtag what is this? What is this? Hashtag question marks. Hashtag what's next for the Bucs? Hashtag where do we go from here? Hashtag make the obvious pick tomorrow. Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's have a great time tomorrow. Let's have fun with this. Don't get too serious, folks. We're not making the picks. They are. Bucos log out.